Why should we believe in Kyle Larson's second chance?
Kyle Larson is at the top of sports headlines today.
A driver said an unforgivable phrase.
This is something that doesn't belong anywhere in our society.
He has been released by Chip Ganassi Racing.
You can't hear me? Hey. Wow, hey.
Kyle, you're talking to everyone, but
Yeah, we heard that.
All right, Kyle, the first thing I'm wondering is, you don't have to have this conversation, right? You could have put this all behind you. So let me ask you, what specifically about race or about inequality would you say you've learned over the last 10 months?
I would say I didn't realize that word still, when heard by a black person, took them back to those thoughts of slavery and injustice, and I didn't really open my eyes to what's going on in the world.
As a black man, I wonder when I see someone who is half white, half Japanese, where does saying that word come from?
I think just ignorance, really. And
Kyle, you can't plead ignorance to knowing the pain that the N-word causes.
I am, I'm definitely sorry for saying that word. I think, maybe being around a small group of people and allowing that word, I knew better than to say something like that, but I allowed myself to be comfortable enough with that group to say it.
You said we use this word casually. Is that in NASCAR circles, growing up in familial circles?
Not at all in NASCAR. I think racing in general kind of has maybe had that reputation, but I don't believe that to be true. I think, in the last 10 months or so, we've seen a lot of change in the sport. So I see it as going in the right direction, and I hoped to be a part of that positive change and direction. So
what about the people who are tired of talking about race? Emmanuel, the world is equal, I hear a lot. I'm sure you hear, yeah, but Kyle, slavery was so long ago.
I think we just need to keep reminding them that, it's not equal. African Americans, they weren't given a fair shot. And like I've watched a lot of your videos, you can't just say, 70 years ago, whatever it is, that all right, here you go, you're equal. They're so far behind. You can't ever really get caught up from that. So we all need to do a better job of treating each other fairly and respectfully.
Do you feel as though your punishment fit the crime?
I've never once felt like everything that's happened to me or anything that's happened to me wasn't or shouldn't have been done.
I just want to say I'm sorry. Last night I made a mistake and said
in response to your apology, so many people said he's not sorry for what he did. He's sorry he got caught.
In a way, yes. I think for sure you can be sorry that you got caught, but I've let down so many people in a race of people that makes me feel terrible. I'm not that type of person to ever want to hurt anyone. And I think after, my mistake, it put me in that position to really go out and learn and try to educate myself the best that I can. I've reached out to people personally, had conversations. I've gone to Minneapolis, driven to Philadelphia to meet with the Urban Youth Racing School with Anthony and Michelle Martin. I'm in the middle of starting a foundation. I wanted to be real and be a better role model to others, as well as, my children.
Well, Kyle, I firmly believe, and I say this all the time, racial equality and understanding, it's not a finish line we'll cross, but it's a road that we'll travel. So continue and continue and continue to travel on that journey, my friend. Thanks for joining me.